Hi everyone. I just thought I would drop you a line, tell you what's going on, because I think I got some. Well, I did get some good news. I don't know what I mean, but I think I got some good news. I got a phone call. It's Sunday, but Sunday afternoon, I got a phone call from the lady at that place who was talking about hiring me. And she can't promise anything, but she wants me to come in tomorrow to do the induction and to work part of the day, and then work part of the day on Tuesday as well. At which point my camera's not really. Hang on, that's a bit better. And on Tuesday, the big boss is coming in, so she's going to introduce me to him, and I'll have to sort of sell myself a little bit, and hopefully he'll agree to her hiring me on a proper basis. So at least, even if it doesn't work out, which it should do, I don't see why it won't, but even if it doesn't work out, I need the money desperately. So even if I can only get a couple of days work, that's fantastic. Yeah, so keep your fingers crossed for me, and it should work out, and I should have a job, which is good. Yes. The other thing I was going to say was, I think I've been just paying too much attention to all the negative bastards out there. There's so much discrimination on YouTube against vegans. I don't know why. I have no understanding of why that is the case. There's just so much hate out there, and so much of this attitude of that people like me and my viewers who are vegans as well, that we're trying to force something on other people when that's not the case at all. I mean, I'm here to provide information and support to other people who want to make the same decisions. I'm not here, when I make a video, I'm not talking to people who don't want to be vegan. I mean, they can watch. I'll be friends with them. I'll interact with them, but it's not going to serve much purpose. If I make a video on how to do this or that or whatever, it's not going to serve them much purpose, is it? So, yeah, I'm just here to bring understanding and help other people make a choice, which I think would be a good choice for them and for, all the other beings that inhabit the planet. Just, counterbalancing. And that's all anyone can do in this world, really. The world can be a really crappy place in a lot of ways, But if everyone who's inclined towards goodness, does their bit, we can counterbalance the badness, if that makes sense. I don't really believe that, at any point we're going to have some wonderful, utopia. I don't see it happening. We're human beings. But at least we can, reduce the negatives. But obviously some people don't understand, and they're just like a bunch of crying babies who think someone's about to take their ice cream away. And I think that's pathetic, quite frankly. I don't get it. I mean, but before I went vegan, my brother was vegan, and I never once felt, threatened by him or that he was talking down to me or anything like that. I was just not interested at that point, I guess. I just wasn't ready to make that change, or, and he didn't really present me with any information about why he'd done it, really, so I didn't really get it. But, I've known other people. When I was in year 12, there were a bunch of people who were vegan, and I was friends with them. There was a guy who came to school in a t-shirt that said, "If meat is murder, then dairy is rape," And I was like, wow, that's intense. I didn't get it, though. I didn't understand. But I didn't think that he was a dickhead for holding those views. I didn't harass him. He didn't make me angry. I just don't get it. And that's the only way that I can think of to relate to these people who get so angry, They don't have to do it if they don't want to do it, Maybe it's because of what the angry hippie, the What's a Budget films guy, like the video I sent around the other day, he was saying that obviously there's some kind of internal reaction going on there, and they're just projecting it. You make me feel bad, Well, no. If you feel bad, maybe you might want to change your behaviour. It's about as simple as that. Oh, it's really pissing me off. But anyway, what I'm going to do something about it, because it's really getting to me. It's really draining the life out of me, and sort of bringing me down, I guess, to those people's level, like focusing on it. So instead of trying to refute all of their stupid claims, I mean, it's like one guy who's he posted something on the Stephen the Vegan video saying vegans are dangerous to diabetics, they're going to kill diabetics, even though there's been proper, like scientific studies in the US funded by the National Institute of Health that have proven that vegan, like a good vegan diet, helps people with diabetes, type 2 diabetes, and even in a lot of cases meant that they could reduce their medication or stop taking their medication at all. And now if you're a type 2 diabetic and you don't have to take your medication at all, that's kind of like cured, right? That I wouldn't put it in print because you can get sued, but that's kind of like cured, right? I don't know. But yeah, so I go on his channel. He's like, keep your unscientific ideas to yourself. And I was like, well, I'm talking about a study that is scientific. I'm talking about ideas that are proven, so I don't get your attitude. But I went to his channel and he's got some sort of comedy video. And yeah, it's funny, grow a sense of humour, blah, blah, blah. But there's this comedy video, and it's like about patriotic vegans of Australia, right? And so this woman walks up to the podium and the Australian anthem's playing. And she says, oh, let's all rise for the Australian anthem. And of course they all fall to the floor because they're so weak. Oh, they're so weak. They can't even stand because they don't eat meat. Oh, no. It's just such bullshit. Like, can you imagine if... And I know it does happen, but like any other segment of the population is vilified like that and has ridiculously false claims leveled against them, and people say something about it, they do something about it, It's just, I don't get it. But I'm not going to focus on it. I'm not going to focus on it anymore. I'm just going to continue along my previous track, just educating people, making videos to help people. And I'm not going to delve into the negatives anymore. I'm not going to talk to people who seem to be being deliberately antagonistic. There's just no point, It's... I mean, if I go on someone's channel and they've got a billion videos about... Well, not a billion, I'm being ridiculous now. That would be my lack of B12 making me demented. If they've got all these videos about... like vegans being messed up, I'm just not going to respond, and I'm going to block them straight away, I mean, I feel bad about it. I don't want to do that. I don't actually want to do that. I'm open to other people's ideas. I don't discriminate against people on the basis of what they eat. I mean, like, Chinese in Canada, my little mate, like, I enjoy having you around. You're a bit crass. Sometimes I go, when I read things that you've written, but I like having you around, So I don't want to discriminate against people and block them just because they're being dickheads to me, So, some people, they have that side, but otherwise they're nice people, But it's just the way it has to be for my own peace of mind. So, yeah, positive outlook, new direction. Well, kind of back to the old direction, but onwards and upwards. And yeah, I think I've finished babbling for one night, and I need to go to bed early so I can be nice and fresh for my first day at work. And I'm so nervous. I'm sort of, yeah. Oh man, I like reverted back to being nocturnal and sleeping during the day and staying up late and. Yes. So it's going to be good. It's going to be good for me to get back into some kind of routine. I like it. It's good for me to be forced to get up at a decent time and go out and do things, because I am a lazy bastard. Or maybe I'm just so weak from being vegan that I just can't move. Oh, anyhow, I'll see you guys later. Bye.